Hey, everybody in the YouTube community. Okay, I got a video request. I'm trying to read this. I'm not going to give the person's name. Is Joe Biden the worst president in U.S. history? That's what I was asked. Let's see here. Joe Biden, the worst president in our U.S. history or U.S. history? Um, well, first off, um, let me just explain something. The president of the United States, let me get the words right, does not really control anything. She is basically just a puppet on a string. They basically just discuss what they're told. That's it. That's all they discuss. Um, so, to answer your question, is Joe Biden the worst president in U.S. history? Well, maybe he's the worst puppet president in U.S. history because all presidents are puppets on strings. Maybe he's the worst puppet president and he's being set up to look like the worst. I really, I don't know. I really don't know if I could say. Um, I would say Joe Biden is a fairly intelligent man, but he is playing the puppet card. He's not real. Um, he's basically being told what to do by his masters on a string. And I don't really think it would matter who the president is right now today for this script that we're following. If it was Obama, if it was Trump, Bush, Clinton, Ronald Reagan, the great Ronald Reagan, I don't think it would really matter because Joe Biden is basically set up to look like the fool, the moron. So I really don't know if I could say he's the worst president in U.S. history. Um, that's a tough one. He looks like the worst president in U.S. history, and his results prove that he's probably the worst president in United States history. Um, so I would say, yeah, judging by his performance, what he's done since being in office, um, I would say, yeah, he's the worst president in United States history. Not by his own volition, but like it's not him, but I would say he's set up that way to be the worst in terms of judging by his resume. Nothing has got nothing has been accomplished in his what's it been, almost 2 years now, a year and a half. Nothing's been accomplished, for one. Number two, this inflation is just off the charts. I mean, crazy inflation. Um, maybe even you could even make an argument that this inflation is like much worse than what anyone ever expected it would be. I mean, the other day I went to Wendy's and I just got a spicy chicken sandwich meal, sandwich, fries, and a drink, and that's it. And my total for that was like I think $11 and like 50 cents. And I remember 2 years ago, before all of this COVID stuff happened and everything, and stimulus packages happened, before all of that, just literally 2 years ago, I would go to Wendy's and get the same meal for like $7.50, $8. So you're talking like a $4 increase for the same meal in like 2 years, a 2 year period. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't want to go too far off on a tangent here. When I'm trying to answer one question, is Joe Biden the worst president in U.S. history? Um, I don't know if I would say he's the worst president as far as like per se job, like him doing his job and everything, but his results are probably the worst in United States history. The results of his job are the worst. Um, I wasn't really a huge Trump fan. I did kind of, I actually did vote, I liked Obama, but I wasn't a really big Trump fan. And I think Obama was pretty good during those times. Bush, so. I mean, he kind of really didn't have a choice, with the war in Iraq and, you know, but as far as Joe Biden being the worst, I'll say yes and no. I would say he's probably not the worst president as a person, and as someone of his level, he's probably not the worst. He's probably not the slimiest or the worst as a person, but the results prove otherwise. The results show that he's definitely lacking. I mean, he hasn't had anything really good happen since he's been in office. I mean, I can't think of one really good thing that he's done since he's been in office. So I would say he's the worst president in history based off of results, and his results aren't very good. So yeah, I would say results wise, he's probably the worst. As a person, and maybe if he's doing the best he can, I don't really know how to judge him on that category because I don't know what kind of person he is in real life. He may not be the worst of the worst as a person and as someone that's trying his best. But if you just go by the results, I mean, he hasn't done anything right. I mean, the Ukraine war, he hasn't really had much of he hasn't really been much of a voice. Our gas prices have skyrocketed. Like some places in the United States here, people's paying $7 a gallon. The price of everything has just gone sky high through the roof. I wouldn't give Joe Biden a very high grade. If I was grading him like A, B, C, D, or F, I don't know, man. I think I would probably give him like a D minus, maybe even an F, but at the very best, maybe a D minus grade if I was going to grade Joe Biden. Yeah, man. I don't really have a whole lot to say other than that. I mean, you could definitely. I'll end the stream with this. If you call him the worst president in U.S. history, I don't have a problem with that. I have no problem with that at all. If you call him the worst, if you say he's not the worst, but maybe he's just on the lower tier, low, but not the worst, but low, I'm fine with that too. He's definitely on the lower end of presidents that we've ever had. Not to mention, he doesn't really have a whole lot of a personality. He has no charisma, but what can you do, man? That's his personality. Anyways, guys, if you enjoy this stream, these types of streams and videos, please like, subscribe, hit the comment section. Give me feedback on what you want me to do, what kind of content you want me to create. In the about section, you can email me for inquiries. That's why I'm doing this video, because somebody emailed me and asked me about what I think of Joe Biden. So if you guys have any questions on other topics, conspiracy theories, government related, life in general, styles, clothing, just whatever you want, ask me, and I'll try to give you the best answer that I can give you. So please, guys, like this video, comment if you want, suggest any new, better ideas to make these streams better for you guys, because I'm trying to make this as good as I can. I'm trying to make things better, and so anyways, guys, take care, everybody. Peace out, love, and God bless. Good night.